Hello, Carpenter's community. It's Shannon Steen, the Executive Director here. Based on the volume of telephone calls, emails, text messages, and just generally checking in that we're seeing, it seemed perfectly appropriate and a more efficient way to make sure that you feel briefed on what's going on here at the shelter to address you in a few minutes of video. I would like to first start with thanks to all of our volunteers. We have 1,200 volunteers a year and you power our work. Our delivery model has been so collaborative for the last few decades. And as those of you who were able to dial in or telephone in to our town hall meeting that we held on Friday, you know that we are suspending all non-essential volunteers for the foreseeable future. This is as a precautionary measure for the safety of our residents and for the safety of you, our volunteers. We do still need help in a few arenas, and those are our essential volunteers in these three categories. First and foremost, our medical volunteers. Thanks to you for ensuring that we have the tools and the professional expertise to stay on top of how people are doing physically here at the shelter. For our front desk volunteers, you know better than anyone that your role is to make sure that we remain a safe, secure facility at our front desk. And so if you are healthy and you are able to come in, please do so. As with any of our volunteers that are in the essential, those essential roles, if you're not feeling well, please do not come in. And finally, for our food preparation volunteers, we are so grateful that you remain with us and that your response has been, yes, we're willing to keep helping. As you know, here at our temporary location, we don't have a kitchen. We have a warming station, and so we don't have food preparation capabilities here. And so we are relying on you to continue to bring food into the shelter to ensure that our residents are able to be fed on schedule as usual. If in any of those roles you have questions, you're not feeling well, or you need to discuss, please be in contact with Jamila Smith, our volunteer coordinator, either via phone or via email, and just let us know with as much notice as possible if there's something that isn't able to be done by you as one of our essential volunteers. Many of you have asked how our residents are doing. They are calm, they are uncertain. These are times that they have not lived through, they are times that we have not lived through before. And so some of those questions and some of that, I wonder how this is going to go, is perfectly natural. We are working with them, encouraging the most robust personal hygiene routines as possible for them, for our staff, and for any of the essential volunteers that will be here in the building. And if you have a television, a radio, or a newspaper, you know what those are. It's regarding hand washing for 20 seconds and not touching your face and some social distancing as best as possible. We're also checking in with our residents regarding their physical health more so than we had been previously, including implementing a policy with some temperature checks just so that everyone's got a baseline for how they're feeling each day. Today is day one of the schools not being in session, and so we are on a learning curve for how this goes to have many more children in the shelter all day for the next month. And so we're working out what those plans look like and what type of space can we provide for that learning and educational opportunities to continue. If you have any questions in the volunteering vein, or if you'd like to see that summary of our telephone town hall meeting, please visit carpentershelter.org/volunteer, and there will be a link to that written summary there. A lot of details there, and just encourage you to check it out. To our donors that have been reaching out with what do you need, we've got, again, on our website, carpentershelter.org/give, we have an in-kind tab over on the right side of the screen. Check that out. It's got our most current needs in the in-kind space, and so all sorts of different things there that can be delivered, ordered online and delivered. In addition, as you can imagine, knowing that the community is our greatest funder, our development efforts need to continue at this time to raise the revenue needed in order to operate. So we're grateful for that. Specific to some of our events, Carpenter's Cook-Off is currently postponed. If you have purchased tickets, if you have sponsored, we will be reaching out to you individually, and so please just be ready for that, and we want to share the most current information with you in that vein. For our staff, we are grateful for what it is that you are doing. You power our work on a day-in, day-out basis. We know that we are asking new and different things of you that are outside of your traditional roles here at the shelter. And so thank you for being flexible and for continuing to give us the ability to power our work. We will keep you abreast. Things have changed a lot in a short period of time. My guess is that they will continue to change as we learn new and different information regarding COVID-19. If you have any questions about COVID-19 itself, we are not an authority on that as a topic. We are simply an authority on how to shelter and then rehouse people that are homeless. So general information about COVID-19, alexandriava.gov/health is the resource that we lean on in that capacity. We will be in touch as this all goes forward. We appreciate your time. Thank you for your support of the Carpenter Shelter. Have a good day.